Hello everybody, Dr. Bob here and another Ask Dr. Bob, and we have been getting probably some of the best questions ever. Someone sent an email off to us and said we've been photographing chemical plumes down in Texas. I thought that was quite interesting. I want to read this. It says we've been photographing the chemical plumes, the tons and tons of chemical our government is dumping into the atmosphere on a regular basis. It seems to dissipate the rain clouds and it keeps us in a drought. That was like really news to me. She wanted to know, or he wanted to know, how can we protect our bodies from the effect of all this? I was shocked when I read that. And I'm going to tell you right now, chlorella. Chlorella is a product that we use from Biotics Research Corporation, and we did the research on this product when we had the tsunami some time ago with all the chemical radiation. Chlorella is a green food that helps your body deal with and contend with the bad effects of radiation in chemotherapy. And I'll tell you what, that is a really very interesting topic that you just brought up. Dr. Bob, how do I get rid of a nail fungus? I know it's an internal issue, and you're exactly right. Toenail fungus, fingernail fungus is a body signal to me that you have compromised colon function. So there's some things I've been learning this past year. There's more and more people that eat conventional meat. That means not organic meat. Well, they inject antibiotics in these animals, and those antibiotics that they inject into the animals is going to throw off the flora in your intestine. So when you have lots of altered flora and the yeast and fungus can grow in your intestine, it's going to show up in your toes. So I'm going to tell you right now, if you have toenail or fingernail fungus, get off of pizza, get off of bread, minimize sugar. We use a very powerful product called ADP, Alpha Delta Pol. Go to druglessdoctor.com. What you're going to want to do is take 5 ADP 3 times a day for a week. And you're going to take 3 ADP 3 times a day for a month. And I'm going to tell you right now, that'll help. We also use a product called Agricept L, 10 drops a day in 4 ounces of water. Dr. Bob, thank you for all your work in the field of health. I just wonder what you think of the lecithin as used in www.esteroblock.com. But you know, anytime that somebody uses anything that has to do with soy, so I don't know if it was a soy lecithin or just lecithin. Lecithin is an emulsifier. But this Esteroblock is what we call, it's chrysin, and it helps eliminate your body, get rid of the extra estrogen inside of your body. It's also called DIM, diindol methane, and I know that it'll help make a huge difference getting rid of estrogen in your body. Green food, broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower will much do the same thing. You want to make sure that your liver is functioning at 100%. B vitamins are also very, very helpful. I don't choose to use any kind of soy product, so I wasn't really totally sure where you are getting the lecithin from. I know soybean lecithin is very common. Dr. Bob, there's a product here in Perth, Australia. I just love the internet. We get questions from all over the world, and they're using a sodium ascorbate as vitamin C as a preservative in some apple juice. Well, you know what? I would have to tell you this. Sodium ascorbate is a synthetic vitamin C. So, you know, you're probably better off just to get some apples and make apple juice and make it yourself. Because anytime that you have a product that's exposed to oxygen more than 20 minutes, a lot of the vitamin C and the antioxidants in it, they're just gone. So if you're going to be doing an apple juice, you know what? Just make your own apple juice and just drink it. Because if they had to put a chemical to preserve something, you just wonder whatever else is in there. So, nah, I wouldn't do that myself personally. Dr. Bob, do you have any postings on ulcerative colitis? What I have found from ulcerative colitis is first always look to see if a person has parasites. Do they grind their teeth at night? Do they eat sushi? Have they been to a third world country? Do they have a cat? They eat wild game. Oftentimes people with parasites have ulcerative colitis. Not all people that have parasites get ulcerative colitis. has a lot to do with stress. Stress has a lot to do with it. Gluten can be an issue with it. I have a gentleman right now that's in our practice. We totally changed his life around, and we helped eliminate the parasites that were in his body, and his ulcerative colitis went away. Once again, going back to the ADP, we used that. We did some other assistance with him, but no gluten, which is found in barley, wheat, oat, and rye. And by the way, we could do a saliva test called an ASI, adrenal stress index, and if you have gliadin that's positive, it's a body signal to me that you may in fact have a sensitivity when it comes to gluten or gliadin. Genetically engineered salmon. I would not eat genetically engineered anything. And I can tell you right now, tilapia in the United States is farm raised. If you know a product is genetically engineered, personally, I would not eat it, because I'm going to tell you that it's going to alter the normal physiology in your body. And I'm going to end with this. This was an article that somebody sent me this week. It says, do beta blockers help prevent Alzheimer's? And they were just talking about beta blockers, and they were talking about statin drugs. You have to understand something with the pharmaceutical industry right now. They're trying to figure out any way they can get another drug inside of you. The best way to help prevent Alzheimer's? Coconut oil. Stay away from sugar. I'm going to tell you this, proton pump inhibitors like Prilosec, probably one of the major causes of Alzheimer's, because it alters digestion. Your body's not able to absorb minerals. So you're going to hear more and more about preventing Alzheimer's and dementia. Stay away from sugar. Thank you for your questions. Make sure you keep on emailing them. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook. We just love this. Pass it on. Bye.